everyone, and welcome to another episode of Fahrenheit TV. It's the first day of summer, and we are so excited to be back with you. Stay tuned for some upcoming sizzling talk and entertainment to uplift your soul. More soon.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
Hi, my name is Farrah June, and I'm an artist and community television producer. When I'm not creating, I love to put beautiful people in the spotlight. My show, Fahrenheit TV, celebrates your greatness. Tune in to hear more about unsung heroes, local artists, and a variety of segments. Because your story is part of our culture, and we want to celebrate it.
Fahrenheit TV.
It's so refreshing. It feels so good. It's the first day of summer. It's all great vibes. 93 days of awesomeness. That's all we're going to experience this summer, especially here on Fahrenheit TV. So thank you guys so much for supporting us all these seasons and for being back and tuning in. I'm so excited to be with you. My name is Farrah June. I'm the host and creator of Fahrenheit TV, a variety show that celebrates your greatness. And today, it's first day of summer. We're back for season 3 of Fahrenheit TV. And, we've gotten a lot of things going. We got a new logo. Check it out. It's really cool. We're working on new projects and things to, uplift your soul, inspire you, things to allow you to learn more about your community and the people that live in it. But tonight, before we get into the new stuff, we're going to kind of celebrate our legacy so far. So the past 2 seasons of Fahrenheit TV has literally been a roller coaster of greatness. I mean, from all the superstar guests we've had, the artists, the community heroes, the people we've got to work with, all the creatives here at BNN TV, and the creatives we have, collaborated with. It's really been a blessing, and we're just so excited to continue to be growing and learning and, experiencing this wonderful thing called life through stories and narratives and, artistic expression. And tonight, basically, we're going to be looking at some of the highlights from season 1 and 2. And I'm just thinking of from the first episode to the last episode of season 2, all the things I've learned and, the people I've met and the things they shared with us on this platform. I mean, it's been amazing. So before I keep on talking about it, let's jump right into season 1 and season 2 recap. And we're going to go through some of our favorite moments and share some special gems with you. Stay tuned.
Fahrenheit TV.
We're learning and growing here on Fahrenheit TV, and we're back with a new season with a brand new look. As we prepare for an exciting season full of new content and inspiring stories, we wanted to take a look back at our 2 recent seasons and give a shout out to all our guests who made this show possible. Hi, beautiful people. My name is Farrah June, and welcome to the all-new show, Fahrenheit TV.
Hello! Good old Fahrenheit TV is on. Say what? Fahrenheit TV. Magic girl. Magic girl. Magic girl.
February is observed as a month that we celebrate Black history. We look at courageous leaders, rising stars, and inventors who have sacrificed their blood and soul to do greatness for our culture, and through all that, have impacted and uplifted the masses. There's no way in a 55-minute program I could highlight all the brilliant intellects throughout the African diaspora. However, I could highlight 3 local individuals whose perseverance, determination, know that, affirmative action is taking place and, society's trying to grow as a culture to get through, like, racial tensions. But I know you went through a little bit of that working in that field.
Well, what happened was, and it was, in all honesty, I understand both sides of it, but what happened is because the company, Channel 5, wanted to be able to show folks that they had a minority working behind the scenes.
You were the golden child to show everyone, like, we're changing now.
Right.
Yeah.
You're the token.
Yeah, you're the token, yeah.
You're the token. So in order for them to do that, to have me working in the daytime, they had to, at that time, it was a union.
Yeah.
So when you came in on the bottom. You was the lowest on the totem pole, which means you would take the last shift, whatever was left.
And you have to climb up eventually the
As
ladder
people
to get
retired
to the,
or left or whatever, you get to a point where you would be at a 9 to 5,
Yeah.
exactly. So what they did, they didn't want to do that. They wanted to be able to show the folks that they had a minority working there. So they said, we have to figure out a way to be able to let Leroy work days.
Yeah, so he could be seen by all the people that are visiting.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
the only way they could do that was the only way that you can move a technician anywhere you want to is you had to make them a supervisor.
Wow.
So
So
here I
that's
am.
kind of like a double standard in a way, because it's like you're moving up a ladder that people are trying to move, like, been trying to move up.
Right.
But because you're the golden child, and,
Right. They
you do
wanna-
deserve this opportunity,
Right.
no lie, but they have to move you above everybody else. So now,
So now that's when a lot of the hostility and all of the stuff that was going on, anyway, for me being there, it really hit the fan.
Moi, j'ai fait dans un mois, mai 1944.
1944.
L'aime de cette fête-là, moi, j'ai gagné oppression. Asma, tu veux dire.
Oh.
Et après ça, je grandis, mais je restais le passé.
Ok.
Pas gagné. Mes parents ont déjà fait remède pour moi, pas gagné. Ok? Après ça, je suis venu, j'ai venu gagner 13 ans. Maman vient mourir. Maman mourir, j'ai gagné 13 ans.
Ça, c'est triste, man.
Yeah. Après ça, je suis venu marraine, moi. Je prends moi, godmother.
Godmother.
Je prends moi de la Kaili et de mais je vais pas l'école.
Yo pas voyer l'école?
Non.
Et combien de ces frères ou de gagné là ou de 13 ans?
J'ai gagné nous 7.
7? Oui.
Nous 7.
Ou plus grand comment? Ou des plus grands ou?
Non, moi je peux pas plus quatrième là-dedans.
Ok.
Yeah. Après ça, j'ai 16 ans, m'allais Port-au-Prince. Mal travail.
Ou aller pour compte ou aller avec tout frère avec ça?
Pour compte moi.
Wow.
Je descends à une famille. Moi j'étais là et puis je suis au travail, mal dans notre boutique.
Ça ou devant même?
Je devant les rades et parfum, savon, ça, c'est du avec wallet.
So wap
En
travail?
anglais, wallet là et bourse.
Yeah, boost. So wap travail là, les fini côté ou habité?
On fait un pile temps travail avec mon nom là. Ah, ça, c'était $3 que tu payes au monde.
$3 par l'heure?
Pas $1 pour journée. Oh, tu parles ça pour moi.
Qui ça?
Oh,
Pour un mois.
Qui-
$3 pour un mois.
Kote wap habite $3 pour moi, qui j'en ka habite avec ça?
Laisse ça, via tes bons $3 son paquet là, y en a.
Ok.
Après ça, je rencontre avec Pierre. Bon, nous venons m'habiter dans le cahier avec lui. Et puis nous faisons tout le monde.
Ou
Moi,
fait...
je suis mariée avec Pierre au dernier moment. Pas mariée avec le même Léa, nous étions vivants avant.
Ok.
Après ça, nous venons marier. Nous faisons 8 petits.
8 petits, ou fait ti ima la, ti oiseau la, map gade la.
Petits oiseaux âgés.
Yeah.
Et premier, c'est Claude. Deuxième, c'est Cocotte. Troisième, c'est Maud à Mona. C'est Marassa.
Yeah.
Et après, c'est Ima. Après ça, c'est Bobby. Après ça, c'est Guy.
Avec
Dernier
Max.
petit, moi, c'est Max.
So 7 petits.
7.
Oui, 8 petits, oui.
4 filles, 4 garçons. Bon, après ça, bon, moi, j'étais mini. Et c'est moi, une fille. Pour moi, pour mon résidence, pour moi, pour venir dans le pays ici.
Là où devine.
Dans le pays ici, je fais 19 ans à travailler dans les sions.
Pour grand-mère, là où devine ici, ou de paix, ça ou de penser d'ici, là où point même.
J'aime devenir, moi, venu en mois de mai 88, mai, 24 mai 88, mais le 12 mai 88, moi, travaille 24 mai 89, c'est pas 88, non, 89. Je travaille là, je parle anglais, je connais même des good morning.
Ok, good morning, c'est
Après
ça, ou
ça,
bien.
bon, moi, travaille, moi, arrêté, là, regarde, tout le monde est bien même, pour j'aimerais travailler, et puis, moi, je viens m'aller, 19 ans à travailler avec eux. Moi, retaillé, la caillou, dans 2006.
2006. Oh, yeah, me connais ça. Ou battez jumper, ou battez jumper là où de venir ici, parce que tout le monde parle anglais, ou pas connaît anglais bien. Ou battez paix, parce que ou gen ti moun, tout bagay ça.
Pas de paix, qui veut dire, moi, connais, moi, bon Dieu, avec moi, moi, capable de gagner, depuis que je travaille, je travaille.
Oui, ou devant.
Et puis, après ça, je suis allé, le ministère m'a allé à Haïti. Je suis tourné à Haïti.
Wow,
Je pensais que moi, je suis allé à Haïti. Mais là, je suis à Haïti, je viens gagner earthquake.
Même.
Earthquake, moi, j'étais dans le pays des Blancs, les jours ça. C'était un mardi à 5 h l'après-midi. Et puis nous avons la terre tremblée, nous avons kayak tombé. Ça y est, mais pour des blancs, pas de kayak qui est tombé parce que ça, c'est détroit.
Détroit. Ou des fil ou des sentiles.
Moi, des pains en pile.
Fahrenheit TV.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing
Nanga def
good.
yaa ngi si jàmm.
Naga def, alhamdulillah. So the first question I basically want to ask you is, what makes you proud to be a Senegalese man?
First of all, you know, I was born here, raised here. My parents, my grandparents, they all from here in Senegal. So, and then we have what we call teranga. You know what I'm saying? That means
Hospitality.
yeah, hospitality, exactly.
So what
And,
makes
we have-
Senegal the land of Taringo? Can you explain that more?
Yeah, actually, the Senegal is called the land of Teranga because people are warm here. You know what I'm saying? People help. There's a lot of hospitality. We help each other. You know, even though we don't have much, but you know what I'm saying? We share what we have with others, with our fellow Senegalese men and everything. So that's why the country is known for being the triangle land. That means hospitality, a lot of hospitality here. You know what I'm saying? People are cool here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and it's a lot of love. I mean, when I went there, and you're right, like, even if you don't have a lot, you guys are always willing to give. I can't tell you how many places I went and I ate for free just for being there. They're like, honey, you're going to get a plate. You're going to get a plate of food. I'm like, really? Okay.
Yeah, and I can even tell you that, you know what I'm saying, as my grandmama used to say, you know what I'm saying, when the bowl of rice is here, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't belong to no one. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that means that everybody can eat in, you know what I'm saying, everybody's house. There's
Fahrenheit TV.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed some of those highlights from season 1. OMG, it seems like so long ago. That was my first episode in 2014. I was so nervous, and I was like, oh, like, okay, I want to create a TV show that, you know, highlights inspiring people and like really allows them to share their stories and their greatness with the world. And I was like, how do I begin? And so I reached out to people that I personally knew. So in that highlight that you just seen, it was 3 amazing people. So it was Leroy, it was my grandma Sony, and it was my friend Tally from Senegal. So basically, I remember it premiered on July 4th, and it was raining. It was like heavy pouring in 2014, I remember, because I was like, oh, this is a good time to premiere it. You know, like, people won't be outside. They'll have time to, like, watch it. And it was the most views I've ever gotten on any video. So thank you to everybody that supported me on this first project. It was super exciting. And I'm so grateful to my 3 guests at that time for trusting me with their stories and for sharing their time with me. What you saw in that clip was Leroy, who works here at BNN TV. He's a studio technician. He has so many years of experience in television. He talked a little bit about his, you know, career and about how he started off at Channel 5 and some of the, you know, the challenges that he went through being, you know, a minority in the field and, you know, working and meeting all these people and being a very young age during like the 60s where, as you know, there's a lot of political and social things happening. And it was a blessing to really like sit down with him because normally Leroy is like, he has such a big sense of humor. He's always cracking jokes. He makes me laugh all the time. But that moment, I kind of saw him at his vulnerable place, and he shared some like insights with me and some, you know, some deep stories. So we were really grateful to hear a little bit like deeper things about him. And then the next interview was my grandma. Shout out to Grandma, whoop whoop. She lives in Connecticut, but in 2011, as you know, there was a terrible, terrible earthquake in Haiti that took many people's lives. I'm sending a big blessings to IET. Shirley, I love you. And my grandma, you know, kind of shared her story about growing up in Haiti and then coming here to America, and then her experience while she was in Haiti during the earthquake, and thank God she survived. And you know, it was a little heartbreaking. I mean, it was a scary time. I remember when that was happening. Obviously, everyone in my family was like really worried, and you know, the process, and it was a sad time, but. Oddly, when I was talking to her about it, because I was a little nervous at first to be like, oh, Grandma, do you want to talk about this? But she was really cool, and she just kind of shared it with me. As you can see in the video, I kind of like drew out her life because I love to draw. And my Creole is not that good. I know some of y'all Haitians are judging me, but at least I tried. Me essayer, you know what I mean? So I'm doing what I can, and I like my broken Creole. Grandma understood me a little bit, so that was awesome to interview her. Shout out to Grandma again. And then the final interview with that was my friend Tally. So in 2012, I was in college, and I got to study abroad in Senegal, West Africa. It was the best experience of my life. Like, everyone should visit Africa. Like, it's just like, you know, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so much beauty and culture and just realness. And like in Senegal, particularly where I was at, like I ate so many free meals. Wow. I mean, you could just go to the post office and I'd be like, oh, I want to mail this to somebody. And they'd be like, oh, well, we're having dinner in the back. You know, grab a spoon, because I was American, so they knew, like, normally you eat with your hands, but because they could tell I was a foreigner, they'll be like, grab a spoon and join us in the back, and then after that, we'll help you out. And I was like, all right, cool, because I'm always down to eat. But my friend Tally was one of the few people that I met that was actually also a student in Senegal, and he was actually trying to learn English. So it was cool because like me, him, and my other friends would kind of, you know, hang out, and I would learn a little bit of French and Wolof from them, and then we would like practice English, and it was really cool because he kind of learned English through like hip hop and music, which obviously, you know, I was like super excited about because I'm like, oh my God, we could talk about all these artists in the 80s and Rakim and Jay-Z and all these people that we really, really liked and look up to. But in that video, basically, you know, he kind of just told us a little bit about him growing up in Senegal and, you know, some of the stereotypes people have about Africa, and, you know, the images that they see are always like poverty and, you know, not many positive images. So he was talking a little bit about, you know, how, you know, we need to just dismiss all of that and actually come and see the land, which I recommend to everyone. Everyone should go to Africa to see the realness, the beauty, the culture. I miss Senegal so much. Nagadef to all of my Senegalese people. That was awesome. So thank you so much for everyone that supported me for that first episode. That was season 1. You know, we're still on season 1, so after this, we're going to continue to look at a few other clips because, you know, during that time, we were like kind of experimenting. We're trying to get the feels of what Fahrenheit TV could be, you know. So the next episodes you're going to see is some of our field work that we did called Good Morning, which basically would allow us to follow someone in their shoes for one day and just kind of learn about what they do. So stay tuned for the next 2 clips, and we'll talk about what you saw.
When the sun rises up, billions of beautiful creatures wake up around the globe. But what excites your soul when you first open your eyes? Fahrenheit TV's Good Morning series follows everyday people from all walks of life who wake up and do something they're passionate about. Whether they're saving lives, creating art, shooting hoops, or spending time with their kids, these people live their lives to the fullest, and you can too. Good morning. On a rainy 1st of October, community members gathered to see the beautiful piano painted by artist and graphic designer Ayana Mack. Fahrenheit TV had the honor of talking with this queen about her work in the Play Me Piano project.
The inspiration behind it is my community culture, especially especially the way the country's going for people of color, a lot of that has kind of spilled out onto the piano. I don't necessarily like to jump online or Facebook and do these long rants about things going on. I try to put that energy into my artwork. So a lot of the things that you'll see on here are afros and head wraps and different words that should resonate with someone, like self-love, lead by example, create, inspire, just things to spark something within you.
Good morning. For nursing student and community educator Jennifer Letzum, community health is what she's passionate about.
My dad was a foot doctor, and I never wanted to be a doctor because I was always shy when I was younger, and I somehow blossomed into a less shy person, but I still think of myself as shy. And for me, when I was younger, I saw that as a lot of responsibility. So I was like, well, I still want to help people, and I still want to have the interactions that my dad has. So I thought nurse would be like perfect for me.
Fahrenheit TV. Why should you watch Who's Got the Mic?
Go get a bag of the lethal. I'll be undressed in the bra all see-through.
Plans to put my hand in places. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. But so that's how we do it. Something so dancing like nobody does.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Off on the natural charge, bomb for y'all.
We'll keep on turning, turning, round and keep on burning, burning, rolling, rolling, alright, rolling on the river.
And that's just the tease. Watch our new episodes on Boston Neighborhood Network and catch our new episode this Friday, January 22nd at 8:30 p.m. We're bringing the heat.
But tonight, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explosion. And I'm just getting warm.
Why should you watch Who's Got the Mic? Because we celebrate the classics.
My world is empty without you, babe.
We honor the legends.
Trying your best to bring the water to your eyes.
We simply just have tons of fun.
They're doing it not today. Allow us, we'll show you the way. Africa.
What is going through your mind right now?
I could do just like Brutus.
Yes! You dig Fahrenheit TV? Wow, you're a little bit of a prince yourself, huh?
Yes. And I'm glad you said his wife was out there to take it off.
And we dance like there's no tomorrow.
Go Patty, go Patty. It's about to be the ultimate lip sync battle. We're bringing it on. Are you guys ready? And how are you feeling right now?
I'm excited, Farrah.
Oh, and she used to be a breaker back in the 80s, so watch out, Herb. I'm just saying. Who is the winner of Who's Got the Mic? Judges? Wow, just looking at those clips, man, brought such like a big Colgate smile to my face because I'm just remembering like all the great fun moments, like in those 2 clips. So I forgot to tell you because I wanted to give you a little surprise, but you saw some of the footage that we got from Good Morning, our segment there, and you also saw our lip sync battle called Who's Got the Mic. So let me talk about Good Morning first before we get into Who's Got the Mic. So Good Morning was like really, and I hope to continue to do this for season 3. Good Morning was such a fun segment to do because it really allowed me to do some field work outside of the studios and bring that, you know, the greatness that I saw outside of here to you. And like the 2 guests that we had, Miss Ayana Mack, who is an amazingly talented artist and graphic designer. I mean, you can see her artwork everywhere in Boston. And the piano that she was designing, the Play Me piano, is, you know, something that you can see around Boston at a few cafes. There's one that's actually at Dudley Cafe that you could just play there if you want. And Ayana Mack is just so talented. You know, she talked about the purpose of her art, the reason why she does her art, you know, the melanin magic that she represents for us, and, you know, bringing those type of images to us, that beauty, so we can see it every day, so we can be proud of who we are. And, you know, I love that she puts that through colors, through, you know, through prints. I mean, please support her because she's an amazing artist. You can follow her on Instagram at Ayana Mack. Go on her website and, you know, support her. I mean, she has so many great things. She has posters, she has mugs, she has T-shirts, but mostly what I love the most about her is she has these amazing, you know, giant pieces of artwork. I mean, I have some at home, at my house, so you definitely have to get one because she is just really amazing. And it was cool because we shot that right here in Eggleston Square, so right, like literally across the street from B&N Studios. And it was raining that day, but that rain didn't, you know, stop anyone from really, like, you know, like taking in the moment. We had some live musicians that were playing a little bit of salsa. We had some drums going on. I mean, it was lit for a rainy day. You know, we were under the tent just living up, being inspired by all forms of art, music, you know, visual arts, and artists and creatives who are doing so much for our community, bringing that beauty and, you know, continuing to build culture, which is really important. So thank you, Ayana, for being on our show. And then the next person that you saw on the Good Morning segment was my dear friend Jennifer, Jen I like to call her, who lives in California, who's originally from California, and she is a registered nurse that I got to work with, part of Safer is Sexy, which is a social media campaign that, you know, educates Black and Latino girls about health and wellness. And we worked together on this campaign, and just knowing Jen outside of that group was just, I mean, she just has a beautiful personality, and she really cares about the health and wellness of her peers. And that day we basically got to follow her in a day as a grad student. So we got to, like, you know, follow her right when she woke up to when she got to class, through her presentation, and just hanging out with her and learning a little bit more about her and what got her into doing community health, the reasons why it's important, the reasons why we all should care about our health, and, you know, getting tested regularly, making sure that, you know, mind, body, spirit is all good, because we deserve to be happy and in good spirits. So thank you, Jen, for sharing some of your greatness with our show. And the reason why I just, like, can't stop laughing is because Who's Got the Mic? Like, that idea basically was inspired because I've always loved watching, like, you know, like The Voice and America's Got Talent, American Idol, all those things, you know what I mean? And but really what I love the most about all those shows, including I forgot, the Soul Train, my favorite, like one of my favorite shows, is that it, like, brought the talent and the energy on stage for everyone to see it, but it was just fun. Like, even if, like, you're not the best singer or the best dancer, you're just living your life, and that's what it's all about. That's what Summer 18 throughout the whole, you know, year universe should always be about, living your life and having fun. No cares, no worries. But that show was super fun because the first episode, so it was called Who's Got the Mic, and basically it was 2 people who were battling to get a golden mic and to get street cred, saying that you are the best lip syncer in Boston. And I will say that I'm really good at lip singing. Like, put any song on and I could go in. I could give you some good energy. I could, you know, really show you the emotions like it was a live music video. So when I had this idea, I talked to one of our B&M producers, Alex, about it. And Alex, if you know Alex, he's a superstar. So when I told him, like, oh, you know, I think at the time I said I think. I should have said I am. But at the time I said, I think I am one of the greatest lip singers. And he was like, oh, child, please. Like, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet type of thing. Like, say no more. And I was like, oh, is that a challenge? He's like, it's a challenge. And I was like, oh, all right. It's a promise then. We're going to make this work. We're going to see who is the greatest lip singer. So in that first clip, we basically were battling out. He chose one song for me. I chose one song for him. And then we performed 2 songs that we liked. And we were just going at it. Our judges were loving it. They were laughing. Obviously, as you can see, he took off his shirt to show off, and I was like, oh, okay, you want to take off your shirt? I'm about to do LL Cool J, and Mama said knock you out, show him, you know, a little bit of that aggressiveness, and it was really, really fun. I mean, I think that was the most hype episode I've ever had here live on the stage. I mean, we had so much fun that we had to do it again. The next clip you saw, Patty versus Herb. Also 2 B&M producers here, fabulous, fabulous souls. And we did a 70s theme because, you know, as you can see, the fro, I really love the 70s theme. It's within my soul. But I also have friends who obviously grew up during the 70s and love 70s music. And, you know, it was just really, really fun. We had them both perform 2 songs that they liked, and then they chose a song that they liked. They chose a song that for each other, and it was like really funny. Like, they were bringing out the Stevie Wonders, they were bringing out Prince. I mean, the energy was just hype. At the end, we had a Soul Train line. As you can see, I was busting some moves in there. Some of my fellow, you know, BNN creatives were busting some moves. I mean, the energy was just fire. Like, look at that Soul Train line. Like, ooh, girl, Ooh, look at Herb. He just giving it to us. I mean, it was so much fun. I really hope that for season 3, we will bring back that energy, and we're looking for people who want to, you know, battle it out in this lip sync battle. I mean, I know all of you guys be in the car, especially in the summer. I be seeing the windows down, and you be really, you know, getting into that song at that red light, like, oh, bring that energy here on stage. We want to see it, and, you know, you can have a chance to win a beautiful golden mic and, you know, get the street cred that you deserve, because, you know, if you're talented, you should celebrate it. So thank you again to all those people who, you know, share their greatness with us. I mean, the memories that I'm thinking right here in this platform, in this, you know, studio is just, it's a blessing. So thank you to the crew. The crew was amazing as always. They're always amazing. They just had a lot of great energy. I mean, we had an epic photo shoot. I could just go on and on and on. But let me break it down to our next highlights. We're going to be moving into season 2, which I'm like, woo, season 2. So season 1 was full of energy, full of funness, full of different experiments about what we want to do with the show. For season 2, we kind of had more of an idea, like, you know what, these segments are working, and we definitely want to get more people in the community who are doing great in terms of art, in terms of community work, in terms of, you know, just, you know, sharing their greatness with the community. So, we did that, and as you can see, when we're gonna tune in right to the recap, you'll see some of the greatness that we were able to get here, right here on Fahrenheit TV. Stay tuned.
Fahrenheit TV.
Fahrenheit TV had the wonderful opportunity to talk to A to Z talent in Alter Ego, and it's an epic episode you don't want to miss out on.
Is a healer.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're down and out, you can hear your favorite song and it'll change your whole life, your whole outlook on how you see things. So that was another thing, like knowing how powerful music is and being able to get some of my students who suffer from cerebral palsy, get them to really learn, potty train, walk, talk through music. And so once I know how powerful that is and seeing the people that I was exposed to, it was only necessary that I start something at A to Z, which is nonprofit, so a lot of our services are offered free.
I've always had this way of looking at things, even when I'm right.
Because it's hard being like an artist.
Yeah.
It's hard when you're first starting. You don't have any connections to know where to go, like where am I going to perform, or how can I get on a talk show, even if it's for 2 seconds, like how can I get more exposure?
Yeah.
And they've really been really supportive.
I keep quiet and let you think that you win. You've always had.
And again, not just about their talent, but their whole being.
Yeah.
So when you collaborate with somebody that has the same mission as you, it just fuses so
it just
easily.
makes it more.
What we do through this modeling dance organization is we try to give girls the confidence they need to kind of step forward and be themselves through things such as modeling, dancing, even a little oral speaking, little things that we're trying to, venture off to in the future. But in general, it's about building that self-esteem, confidence, giving girls a voice. Some, people from at-risk homes, whatever have you, like just giving them a chance to shine.
They walked in here really fierce, by the way.
We all help each other out and we're all there for one another, so if we didn't have that type of bond, then we wouldn't be able to give the performances that we show.
And that's why sisterhood is important, right, queens? Yes, yes. Can we get some music to end this? A little bit of work hard. Work hard. Work hard. I grind till I work hard. I sweat. Fahrenheit TV is back for new sizzling summer episodes featuring OCC Youth Unleashed and the Boston Caribbean Fashion Week team. It's going to be hype with DJ Lady Lee. Tune in only here on Fahrenheit TV. Fahrenheit TV had the wonderful opportunity to talk to a group of young community members known as OCC Youth Unleashed. These young intellects created a mobile app that connects youth to opportunities and activities in community centers across the city. And what exactly does this app do?
So basically, that app takes all the events and programs from across the greater Boston area, and it gives them access, and it gives that information access to users. So
Okay.
essentially, we get that information from BCYF centers, YMCA's, and Boys and Girls Clubs.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're
So-
connecting everything.
Yeah.
Robert, and these students are not only community leaders, but they're also Mass Challenges 2017 finalists. Congratulations on
Thank
being
you.
2017 finalists. How does that feel?
I think it just finally hit us, kind of thing,
Yeah.
like last week, oh my, all the resources Mass Challenge has to offer, and we're
Yeah.
finally utilizing them and stepping up our game.
Yeah, and I think that's just amazing, especially because it's pretty male dominated, and you guys are one of the few, very, very few minority groups in there. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
We
Do you guys
definitely
feel
are.
any pressure, or how do you keep yourself grounded? Because I can imagine that could be a little overwhelming in some terms.
Well, we kind of keep a tunnel vision where we realize that the opportunity we're given is such this great opportunity, which we generally do realize it. But we kind of just also realize that we have to utilize as much as possible from Mass Challenge,
Yeah.
all the resources that they have to offer to us.
Yeah.
We want to take full advantage of it.
Yeah, and you guys are all meeting while being in school, while going to prom, college application. That's a lot. How do you guys find the time to do all of this?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifices.
Yeah. So how did these students feel about creating OCC Youth Unleashed app?
We was all excited for it. We was we need all youth-oriented programs on this app, anything that involves kids, anything that can get them off the streets.
Fahrenheit TV had the wonderful opportunity to talk to a group of young community members known as OCC Youth Unleashed. These young intellects created a mobile app that connects youth to opportunities and activities in community centers across the city.
After you created your account, you're going to be taken to the select your interest page,
Mhm.
and basically it's very similar to the Apple Music subscription,
Mhm.
where when you first started, you just click the bubbles of your interest.
Okay.
So whether that's sports, fitness, computer classes, basketball, art, like
Wow.
yeah,
And,
awesome.
anyone could sign up at any time. So even
Yeah.
if you like, oh, the summer I just want to chill, but for school I want to get involved again, like you could do this anytime, and you could
Yeah.
be any age, right?
Yeah,
And
any
this is
age.
a free app. Free app, everyone. Please sign up. So learn more about this amazing nonprofit by visiting their website at www.occyouthunleash.com. Meet the artists. This summer, Fahrenheit TV is back with new sizzling summer episodes. And joining us on our stage is DJ Lady Lee. This queen was born and raised in Belgium and loves music. A self-taught DJ, DJ Lady Lee loves hip-hop and R&B the most. And her first record ever that she bought was Another Bad Creation. Remember them? Whew! Tune in to hear more music by DJ Lady Lee and find out how you can support her. Tune in every Tuesday night on 104.9 What's Up Boston to hear more music from this incredible, powerful artist.
I feel good. I feel confident. It's a really fun, unique look.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a statement piece. You
Oh,
know, you walk into a
definitely.
room and
Oh, you're getting everyone's attention, and in a great way too.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let me just turn around. And Renee, how do you feel in this outfit?
I actually feel really comfortable.
Yeah,
This
you
is
look
more
very
like
comfortable.
A every evening, anywhere I'm going kind of piece for me. so
Yes,
I
yes,
love
and you
it.
guys are the spokesmodels for Boston Caribbean Fashion Week. So how did you get involved with that?
I actually have worked with Althea with other projects before, and when
Mhm.
she reached out, I was elated. Like,
Yeah.
yes, please.
Yeah, and I can see why she's a spokesmodel. She's so confident and beautiful and gorgeous. And Samantha, how do you feel being a spokesmodel?
I'm very excited. This is my first time working with everyone, so it's been a great experience. I came on board in April, so it's been an amazing few months, and I'm
Yeah.
so excited for the show.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a very busy show because next month you guys have so many events going on. Are you guys excited? How are you feeling? Nervous? Ready?
Not nervous at all. Actually excited. I have a Caribbean background, so I really want to. It's
Oh,
like
where
I'm
you
home
from?
with
Where you
everyone.
from?
I was born in Kingston, Jamaica.
Woo woo, Jamaica! That's
yeah,
awesome.
my mom's family's from Cuba though. So.
Oh wow, I love that mix. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, what word of advice would you give to anyone who wants to feel fierce and but are not confident just yet? Like, what would you say to them?
Trust yourself.
Yes.
Nobody can be a better you than you. So.
Oh, I love that.
There you go.
That's awesome. How about you, Samantha? What would you say?
I guess, I don't know, the way I see it, treat it as if it's your sister or someone you care about. You want them to feel good, then love yourself and feel good about yourself because they want you to feel good.
Yes.
And you wouldn't want your sibling or someone you love to feel bad about themselves.
Exactly.
So kind of flip it on yourself and, see it like that, a little bit more positive.
Fahrenheit TV.
Wow, thank you guys so much for still sticking with us and watching some of those highlights that we're sharing with you. I mean, wow, the blessings that we've had, the stories, the connections that we've had on this show has been really just like mind-blowing. Like, I'm just so excited to see how much we've grown and to see our history, our legacy, building up. So in those clips of season 2, we were so excited about season 1 that we wanted to keep that energy going. So as you can see, we had a fabulous, fierce performance by Alter Ego Fashion Show. I mean, those ladies, it was 14 young queens who came on the stage and literally it was just like all fabulosity, if that makes any sense. Like, it was just like from the beginning to the end, they were dancing, they were posing. I mean, I wanted to be part of their crew. That's how fierce they was. And joining them was A to Z Talent, who has a group of amazing, young creatives within our city who are like singing, who are dancing. I mean, they have so much talent. I mean, it makes sense. A to Z Talent. And we had singer Angie come and she sung a beautiful song. I mean, that episode alone was just like all fierceness. Like I never felt so like, you know, I'm every woman type of thing. And I just remember the energy was just so hype, and I like the stories behind it of why they do stuff like that, to encourage young women to, you know, embrace their beauty, to embrace, you know, the uniqueness within themselves, and, you know, and to express themselves, whether that's through fashion and that's through, you know, art, music, whatever makes you feel happy. You know, don't be afraid to showcase that and show it to the world, and be proud of who you are, because we're all unique for a reason. We all have incredibility, greatness within our DNA. So having those girls on the show was just awesome. And shout out to Alter Ego and A to Z Talent. Please follow them on social media to keep up with all the great things that they're continuing to do for this summer and beyond. I know that they're just continuing to just show their greatness throughout the world, and hopefully we can get them back on the show to do another dance routine, because man, that Beyonce dance routine was just lit. And then we also had some, you know, we continue to have these inspiring, you know, young intellects on our show, and we followed that up with OCC Youth Unleashed, which is a talented group of students who created this app which you could actually use this summer. It created this app that connects students to community centers where you could find activities to do. So, you know, school is about to be out for some of y'all Boston people, I think June 28th next week. So if you're looking for something to do this summer, you know, download that app. You could learn about so many community events, activities, you know, get involved with the club. I mean, you have 93 days to really live it up summer 2018, so might as well take advantage of all the resources and, you know, free things that we have within our community. But it was really great to have them on the show, because I was just so like, wow, taken aback, like, wow, look at all the great things that they're doing. They're so good that they were the youngest finalists for Mass Challenge. And if you know anything about Mass Challenge, it basically gives like millions of dollars to like startups across the country, and they were one of the finalists. They were the youngest finalists, which is, you know, kudos to them. Just giving them a round of applause, because that's a really hard thing to get into, and especially to be young and you don't know what's going to happen. So it was really awesome just, you know, connecting with them. And then following up with that, we had Boston Caribbean Fashion Week, who just showed off some fierce styles. I mean, I want to look good this summer, so I might hit them up again. And it was great to have them on the show. They talked about, you know, what fashion means to them, about, you know, their organization. And they're actually continuing to do the Boston Fashion Week coming up this August 2018, so look out for that. Follow them up on Instagram. But I just wanted to thank you guys so much for, you know, like sitting down with us and seeing some of these highlights. I mean, we could go on and on and on. These are just little clips of some of the greatness that we saw, but I really want to thank all the guests that trust me and come on the show, and they share their stories, they share their resources, they share their wisdom with us, and I'm just so grateful for that. I'm so like excited for season 3. Thank you for, you know, growing with us. I hope that you'll trust us. We have a lot of things in store for you for season 3. Our next show is July 19th as well as August 16th. We're gonna do this every month, and I hope that you'll tune in. Follow us on Fahrenheit TV to stay in touch with all the great things that we're doing. Visit us at www.FahrenheightTV.com, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next month. Whoop whoop!
To consume if you don't like your job.
Fahrenheit TV.
Do you make content that inspires you, stories you can relate to, or talent that is simply too dope to describe? Welcome to Fahrenheit TV. Fahrenheit TV is a live monthly variety show that showcases people's greatness through narratives and artistic expression.